Hello, I'm back again. Welcome to another glorious day and another little episode in my polytunnel. The sun is shining, so there is no way I'm going to be staying in the house and hoovering. Who needs a tidy house anyway when you can be outside and planting seeds? Today I am planting mainly brassicas and leeks, possibly a few other things as well. And you plant them all in the same way, and so I'll show you what I'm doing. Here's what I'm planting today. I'm planting purple and green kale, some autumn broccoli here, Savoy cabbage, I love Savoy cabbage, these green cauliflowers which I've never tried and never grown, some sprouts, a few red cabbage, some calabrese, which is basically just like broccoli but a bit earlier, but similar taste, and some little gem lettuce. Try and start some off. And the last thing which I'm going to plant, because I've already planted all of those, are some leeks. You can't live in Wales and not grow a few leeks for winter use. So basically, you plant all these seeds the same. They are very tiny seeds. I have filled my trays with a compost, and I have given them water and they've drained and warmed through, because I pre-fill all my trays, so that these have been filled for a little while, and I left them in the polytunnel to warm the soil. So haven't done them quite to the top, because you add compost on the top when you plant the seeds. So basically, you have your tray, get your little packet of seeds, and then shake it. All the seeds come out all over the surface like that, and do most of the packet there, whole packet. There we go. And once you've done that, I've got a little sieve here, and you basically sieve some compost all over the top of your leeks, all over your little seeds, until they're all covered up, which I can't do one-handed, so I'm just going to put the camera down and I'll be back with you in a minute. Here we are, I've covered them all up. If you haven't got a sieve, you can just sprinkle some more compost on the top, but just make sure you don't put it too thick, because the seeds are very, very tiny, and again, they'll run out of steam if you cover them too much with compost. They won't have enough energy to come up to the surface. All the seeds I've planted today have been very, very tiny, but although they're quite tiny, they're reasonably hardy, so I will be keeping them all in the polytunnel. I've got them in these polystyrene containers, which I got from the garden centre. Unfortunately, none of these have lids. I was lucky I have got one with a lid, but all these haven't. In here I've got some calabrese, and I've split, as the tray's quite big, I've split it into two, and this side I've got some little gem lettuce. And then over here, as you can see, I've got some Savoy cabbage in there, and in this one again I've split it into two, and I've got these green cauliflowers in this side, and over in this side I've got some broccoli. And then in this one, and I've planted all these exactly the same as I did the leeks, sprinkle them on the top, and then put a very light dusting of compost on the top. And I've got my red cabbage here, sprouts in there. I love sprouts. I can't understand why people don't like them. I love sprouts. Not so great raw, I have to steam them, I must admit, but I do love sprouts. And kale in here. I've got purple and green kale each side. And all these are in these little polystyrene boxes. And what I'll be doing, they'll be staying in the polytunnel, but I'll be putting a propagator lid on each tray. And then possibly at night, because it's still so cold, I have got some bubble wrap. I think this with a parcel I think somebody's throwing out. And they have it wrapped around a wash machine or something, and I thought, oh, I'll recycle that. And so I'll be putting that over the top as well. The mice don't seem to bother with these teeny tiny seeds, and as I say, even though they're quite small, these ones are quite hardy, so I'm hoping they will be fine in here as long as I keep an eye on them and keep them covered up. Okay, there they are. Oh, a bit sunny, come back out through the door. So that's what I'm up to today. Very busy just planting and planting. It's spring, so trying to get everything in the ground or in trays. Can't plant anything outside at the moment, but I'm hoping next time I'm in the polytunnel to actually plant my new potatoes. I love new potatoes. I've been growing them every year for, gosh, 10 years now, and they seem to do very well inside the tunnel. So I'm going to be planting those hopefully within the next few days. But when I do, I'll make a little video and show you how I personally grow my new potatoes in the polytunnel. From when I talk to other people, it's possibly not the same method as some people use, but it seems to have worked. So hopefully it'll work this year. So I hope you'll join me for that. And in the meantime, make sure you're eating lots of vegetables because they're really good. And I'll see you soon.